Guys, today I would like to crochet with you these beautiful cute cactuses. They are really simple and easy to make. In this video I will show you just this part where I show how to crochet the big trunk and two babies, and I already have video of how to make this cute little pot on my channel, so you can check it later after you finish this part. And then we just crochet. You can make additionally the flowers, use any simple pattern. If you need, I will upload the pattern of these flowers, and you can keep it simple. Also, they are perfect, they can stand, they are beautiful as a home decor. You can also add some pins to use it as your pin holder and just keep on your table. I'm sure you will love this beautiful pattern that is so simple. We will use just front post and back post stitches. The cactus is so simple that you can make it in one day and few hours needed, even the pot. And you can experiment with the colors, decoration and other things. You can make the eyes without safety eyes, you can make embroidery, or you can keep it just like a flower, a pot, just without any face. So I have several videos of how to crochet plants, so you can check the succulents as well. The video is very beautiful. And let's get started. Oh, for this one I'm using cotton. So you can use acrylic, cotton, or any yarn you have, any hook size that is matching your yarn. So I will be using 2 millimeters hook size, and just the yarn that I will put in the description under the video. And I will attach also the written pattern, so you can follow both video and the written pattern. And if you still have questions, don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. So let's get started. So we are going to start to crochet the beautiful cactus. We are going to make a magic ring. So I have several videos how to make the magic ring, but I will show you one more time in case you have problems. You just watch other tutorials and they will help you to learn it really fast. So basically you have to wrap the yarn and make an X. Then with your hook you go and grab the second yarn. Then just twist and chain 2. 1, 2. Chain 2 will substitute the double crochet. So we are going to yarn over and make 15 more. So yarn over, insert your hook into the magic ring, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we have 2, yarn over again, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So you have to make in total 16. Now we have 4, and you make, and I'm making the 5th, and you make 11 more by yourself. 16 double crochet into the magic ring, including chain 2. So right now I have 16 double crochet, and I'm going to slip stitch. I'm not going to slip stitch top of chain 2. the initial one, but the first double crochet after chain 2, you just slip stitch and chain 2 again. 1, 2. The next row we are going to work with the front post stitch and back post stitch. In case you have no idea about these stitches, I'm going to show you step by step. So yarn over, place your hook with this movement so it goes front. The next double crochet and make 1 double crochet. The next one, yarn over and place the hook the way the double crochet goes back. So it's the back post stitch and make double crochet as usual. And we alternate front and back. So the front one, you place the hook this way and make 1 double crochet and yarn over. The back one means the hook goes first and the stitch goes back. And like that we are going to create the cactus look. So the next one, the hook goes back, the stitch goes forward. So you have, let me show you again. And you must keep crocheting until the end of the row, alternating back and front, front and back. So we are going to meet when I will finish this row and I will show you how to slip stitch here. Right now I'm at the end of this row and I'm going to show you. So we are going to finish this row as usual with the front post stitch. Here is the stitch that was back and here is the one that is front. So is the double crochet that was in front of chain 2. Chain 2 we are not doing anything, we just leave chain 2 as it is. So we just make last front post stitch and then we are finding our first front post stitch. We are skipping chain 2 absolutely and we are slip stitching into first front post stitch and finishing the row. So the chain 2 turned into back post stitch automatically. You don't have to crochet it, you don't have to touch it, just leave it as it is. Then you chain 2, so you start with front post stitch and you finish with front post stitch, and then you keep making this stitch. So when you have front post, you make front post. When you see that you have back post stitch, you make back post stitch. So the next one is front. You can see you are making front post stitch, and the next one is back. So you make back post stitch. Front and back, and you keep going to crochet until the end of this row, and then you repeat the same as we did just now. You have to slip stitch top of back or post stitch and absolutely leave and don't touch the chain 2 and crochet like that for around 4 centimeters. I have crocheted 4, so yeah. And now I'm going to show you how we are going to make this curving. Yeah, it's easier than it can look. You just have to follow attentively and count the stitches. So if you prefer, you can use a marker, for example, just a pin, chain 2. So what we are going to do here is our first front post stitch. Here is our back. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 on the second back post stitch or the fourth stitch. You place a marker, and you must do the same here. Here is our chain 2. Here is the first front post stitch, second, third, fourth. So I'm going to place a marker here. So if you don't have a marker, you can place a contrast color yarn. Just to know that here is our fourth stitch. So we have here chain 2, you don't count it. It's just, oh sorry, here is chain 2. So after chain 2 you have front post stitch, back, front and the back post stitch. So you have 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we count everything from chain 2. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm going to show you. So we are going to make front post stitch first. 1, then the back post stitch, 2, then you are going to make front post stitch, and then we are going to make half double crochet. So the stitch with the marker, you can remove the marker, yarn over and make half double crochet. So is a back post stitch. You make everything as usual, place the hook, pull the yarn, and instead of making pull through 2, pull through 2, you pull through all 3 immediately. So we can switch from double crochet into single crochet. And now until the marker, until this marker, we are going to use single crochet and single crochet front post and single crochet back post. So you do all the same as you did before, but instead of double crochet you make single crochet. It means you just pull through 2 and finish the stitch. So you just do like that and finish single crochet. So these stitches will be shorter, lower, and the one here where we have double crochet, they will be taller. So until the marker we keep making single crochet back and front. So this one is front, this one is back. And then front, and where you have the marker you replace it and then just make double crochet or half double crochet. So it's a back post stitch, you have 3 loops on the hook, pull through all 3, and here 3 stitches we are going to make with double crochet. So here is double crochet, Then you make, as usual, back post stitch and front post stitch. And then you have here chain 2. You just, as usual, slip stitch top of, you have to slip stitch into top of first front post double crochet as usual. So, and we are going to chain 2, and you repeat this row like 3 stitches normally, double crochet, front, back, front. Here the 4th is half double, and then single crochet front and back. And here you have to have, if you feel that you can get confused, use the markers. I already learned that here 1, 2, 3 are double crochet and the 4th is half double, so I don't use markers, but you can place a marker and every time replace so you know exactly. And as you can see, this part is getting taller and this one is lower, and we create this curve, natural curve in Cactus. So basically you can crochet and decide by yourself how many rows you want to make this curve. You can try and then see, or you can, I will crochet now a bit and then I tell you how many rows I have done so you know exactly. And yeah, that one is optional, depends how you want this curve. So you can crochet, I think around 7 rows we can have, so keep crocheting, and after I finish one of these I will tell you how many rows, because it also depends on the yarn and the tension that you are going to use, so you can see by yourself. If you like the shape, then you can stop. If you want more, you can keep adding, or yeah, that depends how long you want and how big you want this part. So for now, let's see how long I will crochet and I will tell you the exact number of rows. So I have finished to crochet this part of the cactus, and there are just 7 rows where we have the curve part, and in centimeters that will be around 3 centimeters. So these are my single crochet, and yeah, so you can make it approximately to understand how you want it to be, so like this, and see if this number of rows work for you. So, and you have to make 2, so the second one is absolutely same as the first one, just make 2. And now I'm going to show you how to make this big trunk. Big trunk is very easy, it's all the same like we had here, but we will have bigger number of double crochet, and then you just make all the same without curve, like double crochet, no single crochet. So I just show you the beginning in case you forgot, and then you just continue by yourself. You have to make the magic ring, then chain 2, and instead of 16 we are going to have 12. So you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, keep doing until you have 12, and then you just slip stitch, and we are going to make an increase into each stitch. So chain 2, and make 1 double crochet into the same stitch where you slip stitch, and then you have to double all the stitches. So in the next stitch you have to put 1 and 2, the second one into the same stitch. So we are making increases into each stitch. 1 and 2, keep making increase, and then we will have just to do the same, like 1 front post stitch and 1 back post stitch. And now after you finish the row of increase, you have 24 stitches. You have to chain 2 and keep all the same like in other parts. So I'm just going to quickly be sure you understand. 1 front post stitch and 1 back post stitch. That's it. You just alternate and crochet until the size you want, and it depends also the distance and everything depends on the yarn and hook size. I will tell how many centimeters I crochet after I finish this part. So after you finish to crochet the trunk, so my trunk is around let me tell you in centimeters, so it's around 12-13 centimeters. You can approximately put the small cactuses around and see approximately where you want to sew them. For this process you can also use the pins to pin, but before that we have to fulfill it with hollow fiber. So now I fulfill the small parts. We don't have to put too many, so the cactus will keep the curve. If you put too much, it will not be able to curve. So just insert little bit to have a shape, to let it be not so soft. I will just put a bit, and I will show you later. So after I fulfill the big trunk, I'm going to make the decreases. We are going to work the same way. You have to chain 2, 1 and 2. Then I'm going to have 1 double crochet front post the same way as we used to work. So before increase, and the second one, the back post, and then we are going to make a decrease. We are going to make the following way. You have to take 1, then go again under next front post, you skip the back post and the third front post. So all 3 together, you pull through all. We have here 5 loops. And then we are going to make another here we are going to make another back post, stitch as usual, then front post stitch, and then again we are making the big decrease. So I'm going just under front post stitch, one time, second time, and third time. Pull through all stitches. So next one, yarn over, go from back post stitch, then front post stitch, and then we are making another big decrease. You have to go under 1, 2, and 3, and pull the yarn through all 3. Here we are back to our chain 2. We just, as usual, skip it and slip stitch to the first double crochet. And we have to leave a long tail, so later we can crochet, sew it to the pot. So for the pot part, I will not record the video because I have it already on my YouTube channel. So you can go to the video in the description box and click to watch how to make the pot. So let's cut the yarn. And we are going to sew the small cactuses to the big one. So for this thing you will have to use the pins. If you are sure you can make it perfectly, then you can simply skip this step and just sew it all around with the tapestry needle. So let's make this way. And when you sew it, try to go to each stitch so you will have no holes here. So let me show you. So I place my pins and now I'm going to crochet all around, to sew it all around these pins. You can see a little bit, but I'm sure you can sew it much better than me because I love to crochet and I hate sewing. So it's not that difficult because even if you are not perfect, the stitch will not let you see much. So you just try to get one stitch here and the same and one stitch here. So you just go all around. So 1, 2, and like that, by taking one stitch and another stitch around the big trunk, you have to sew the two parts. And then watch my video how to make this beautiful cute pot. And I'm going to show you later how to sew this part to the pot. First I crochet the pot. In this pot I use the beans, so you can place some beans inside or rice or even hollow fiber, whatever you want, small stones. So the pot looks more stable and the cactus can stay. Also you can crochet the flowers. And instead of placing eyes here, for this one I will try to place them here and show you later the final result. So I have finished to crochet my pot and now I'm going to sew the cactus onto the top of the pot. That's very simple. You just take one row and go all around by picking up stitches on cactus and on the soil. So here is a circle. I will go here and you just go all around with the tapestry needle, and when you feel that it's stable and can stand by itself, you just cut the yarn and finish the project. And then I also made some flowers to decorate it, and I will probably put the eyes, but still didn't decide if put on the pot or try to put here. So I show you my final version after I finished to decorate it. So we have finished to crochet these beautiful cactuses. They are really cute, and you can make them even cuter by adding eyes and the mouth. You can also add more flowers or use other ways to decorate them and make even cuter. I think they can be multi-purpose. You can put some pins and use it as a holder for your pins like this, or you can just keep them as home decor. They are both cute. One had they had the same size of the hook, but one the yarn was bigger. So the bigger the yarn, the bigger is the cactus, and if you use smaller size hook, you can avoid big spots here, so you cannot see visually the white spots. But if you use bigger size hook and small yarn, you risk to have the white spots here. So I hope you enjoyed this project. Please subscribe to my channel and see you again next time.